Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go now.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Tyus Bowser not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done
Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And this return is going to be halted right around the 20. 8-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Let's go. Double ball. You good from the cross? Hey!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A quick hitter complete. It's Boyd. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey. Jump out. Hey, check 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Let's go, let's go. Zoom.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is caught on the left side, Jerome Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on fourth and goal, but they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hurry up, let's go! Hurry up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards. Roethlisberger coming up with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. He's got daylight. 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to slither by. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, let's go. Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Julian Edelman. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Trent Murphy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, tick 26. Hey, tick 26. Hey, tick 26. 319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Liz. All right. Get reset. Hey, easy. Jump out. Yeah, Liz. Zoom. Run. Hey, where y'all going?
Rodgers now on first down. Open left side as well. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers again now. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know that.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Box it. Over here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. 3
yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Rodgers on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. The Rams going for 2. Interesting note, last season they didn't go for it at all. One of 4 teams in the NFL to not try a 2-point conversion in 2017. And this is going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They get it to him running left. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Snickers, 66.
They'll try to run it in with Gillislee. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mike Gillislee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's got it up and through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Not taking your advice, they'll throw first play. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's Rodgers. A little dump off for Corral. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, zoom. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 5. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we... Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Zoom. Jumbo. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Rodgers now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Thompson. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chris Thompson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitation.
He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And out now come the Vikings. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jack 16. Hey! Snickers, you gotta spin.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Rams have got it back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Hey, check 26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They will run it. It's McKissick. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jerron Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
26.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good yardage scheme going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a carry here for Orleans Darnell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.